Was that the king that spurred his horse so hard against the steep uprising of the hill? I know not, but I think it was not he. Whoe'er he was, he showed a mounting mind. Where, lords, today we shall have our dispatch, or Saturday we will return to France. Then, Forester, my friend, where is the bush that we must stand and play the murderer in? Hereby upon the edge of yonder coppice, a stand where you may make the fairest shoot. I think, my beauty, I am fair that shoot, and thereupon thou speakest the fairest shoot. Pardon me, madam, for I meant not so. What? First praise me, and again say no, a short-lived pride. Not fair, a lack for woe. Yes, madam, fair. Nay, never paint me now. Where fair is not, praise cannot mend the brow. Here, good my glass, take this for telling true. Fair payment for foul words is more than due. Nothing but fair is that which you inherit. See, my beauty, it will be saved by merit. O heresy and fair fit for these days. A giving hand, though foul, shall have fair praise. But come the bow. Now mercy goes to kill, and shooting well is then accounted ill. Thus will I save my credit in the shoot. Not wounding, pity would not let me do it. If wounding, then it was to show my skill. That more for praise than purpose meant to kill. And out of question, so it is sometimes. Glory grows guilty of detested crimes, when for fame's sake, for praise and outward part, we bend to that the working of the heart. As I, for praise alone, now seek to spill the poor dear's blood, that my heart means no ill. Do not, cursed wives, hold that self-sovereignty, only for praise sake when they strive to be lords or their lords. Only for praise. And praise we may afford to any lady that subdues a lord. Here comes a member of the Commonwealth. God, dig you den all, pray you, which is the yet lady? Thou shalt know her, fellow, by the rest that have no heads. Which is the greatest lady, the highest, the thickest and the tallest? The thickest and the tallest is so, truth is truth, and your waist, mistress, were slender as my wit. One of these maids' girdles for your waist should be fit, and not you the chief woman, you are the thickest here. What's your will, sir? What's your will? I have a letter from Monsieur Brown to one Lady Rosalie. Oh, thy letter, here's a good friend of mine. Stand aside, good bearer. Boyer, you can serve. Break up this cabin. I'm bound to serve. This letter is mistook. It importeth none here. It is writ to Jacqueminetta. We will read it, I swear. Break the neck of the wax, and everyone give ear. By heaven, that thou art fair is most infallible, true that thou art beauty is truth itself, that thou art lovely, more fairer than fair, beautiful, than beauty is truer than truth itself. Have commiseration on thy heroical vassal of the magnanimous and most illustrate king. Cophetua set eye upon the pernicious and indubitable beggar, Xenophon, and he it was that might rightly say, Veni vidi vici, which to anathemize in the vulgar, base and obscure vulgar, vid licit, he came see and overcame, he came one, see two, overcame three, who came? The king. Why did he come? To see. Why did he see? To overcome. To whom came he? To the beggar. What saw he? The beggar. Wherefore came he? The beggar. The conclusion is victory. On whose side? The king's. The captive is enriched, on whose side? The beggars. The catastrophe is a nuptial, on whose side? The king's. No, on both in one, or one in both. I am the king, for so stands the comparison. Thou the beggar, for so witnesseth thy loneliness. Shall I command thy love I made? Shall I enforce thy love I could? Shall I entreat thy love I will? What shalt thou exchange for rags, robes, for titles, titles, for thyself, me? Thus expecting thy reply, I profane my lips on thy foot, my eyes on thy picture, and my heart on thy every part. Thine in the dearest dane of industry, Don Adriano de Armado. Now dost thou hear the Nemean lion roar against thee, thou lamb? Thou standest as his prey, submissive fall his princely feet before, and he from forage will incline to play. But if thou strive, poor soul, what art thou then? Food for his rage, repasture for his den. What plume of feathers is he that indited this letter? What vane, what weathercock? Did you ever hear better? I am much deceived, but I remember the style. Else your memory is bad going o'er at ere while. This Armado's a Spanish that keeps here in court. A fantasing, a monarcho, and one that makes sport to the prince and his bookmates. Thou fellow, a word. Who gave thee this letter? I told you, my lord. To whom shouldst thou give it? From my lord to my lady. From which lord to which lady? From my lord Brown, a good master of mine, to a lady of France that he called Rosalie.
I really like gain a lot of money.
Thou hast mistaken his letter. Come, lords, away. Here, sweet, put up this. 'Twill be thine another day. Who is the shooter? Who is the shooter? Shall I teach you to know? I, my continent of beauty. Why, she that bears the bow, finely put off. My lady goes to kill horns, but if thou marry, hang me by the neck if horns that ye miscarry, finely put on. Well, then, I am the shooter. And who is your dear? If we choose by the horns, yourself come not near, finely put on indeed. You still wrangle with her, boyer, and she strikes at the brow. But she herself is hit lower. Here have I hit her now? Shall I come upon thee with an old saying that was a man when King Pippin of France was a little boy as touching the hit it? So I may answer thee as one as old, that was a woman when Queen Guinevere of Britain was a little wench as touching the hit it. Thou canst not hit it. Hit it, hit it. Thou canst not hit it, my good man. And I cannot, and I cannot, another can. By my troth, most pleasant, how both did fit it. A most marvelous well shot, for they both did hit it. A mark. Oh, mark, but that mark, a mark, says my lady, let the mark have a prick in it to meet at, if it may be. Wide, oh, the bow, hand. If faith, your hand is out. Indeed, he must shoot nearer, or he'll ne'er hit the clout. And if my hand be out, then belike your hand is in. Then will she get the upshoot by cleaving the pin. Come, come, you talk greasily, your lips grow foul. She's too hard for you at pricks, sir. Challenge her to bowl. I fear too much rubbing. Good night, my good owl. By my soul, a swain, a most simple clown. Lord, Lord, how the ladies and I have put him down. Oh, I troth, my sweet jests, most inconny vulgar wit, when it comes to smoothly off so obscenely as it were so fit. A motto than one side. Oh, a mate, most dainty man, to see him walk before a lady and to bear her fan, to see him kiss his hand, and how most sweetly he will swear. And his page at the other side, the handful of wit, ah, heavens, it is a most pathetical knit. Sola, sola!